Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm doing a comparison video between two popular tote bags. One's a little more popular than the other, but the other one is gaining popularity. I'm starting to see it around a little more often than I used to. And those two totes are the MCM Anya Top Zip Shopper in the size medium and the Louis Vuitton Neverfull MM. So, I want to start off by talking about the exteriors of the bags, and I did take some notes because I want to make sure I don't miss anything and I give you guys all the information you need in the event that you are trying to decide between these two bags. Then you'll have all the 411. Okay, so first things first. This is MCM's Visettos, which is what they call their monogram canvas. And so this one is in the color cognac. This is what their monogram looks like. Now, one of the big differences between the MCM and the Louis Vuitton is the MCM canvas is a thicker coated canvas. This actually has 9 coats on it, whereas the Louis Vuitton canvas is triple coated. So this one has quite a few more layers of coating on it than the Louis Vuitton does. So all of the MCM bags that have gold hardware are actually 24 karat gold plated over brass. So anywhere where you see gold on this bag, like right here where the MCM plate is, and their serial number is right here, that tells you, of their authenticity. And then they have these little diamond head rivets right here on both straps and on both sides. And they are all 24 karat gold plated. So I thought that was kind of a nice added little extra touch that MCM did. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Louis Vuitton used to do 24 karat gold plating and then they stopped. I'm not sure if it just like chipped really easily or what, but they don't do it anymore. I think now it's either just brass or it's just gold tone hardware. I'm not sure. So, okay, so let's get into the dimensions of this bag. This is a really big bag. Okay, so the first thing I want to mention is the website is incorrect. So if you are looking at this bag on the MCM website, they are giving you incorrect information because the size that they give is off, and they also state that this is a reversible tote. This is not a reversible bag whatsoever. Now they do offer a reversible bag, and that's called the Liz Shopper, but this one is not reversible. So despite what they say, you cannot reverse this bag. So let's get into the dimensions of the bag. So this bag is 10.5 inches high. It is actually, I can't read my own writing here, it's 14 inches in length, and that's down here at the bottom. Across the top it's 17 inches wide, but it's 14 inches in length if you measure from piping to piping, and it is 6 inches in depth. So from piping to piping, it is 6 inches. Now, if you go by the specifications on the website says that it's only 10 inches high by 13 inches long by 5 inches deep. So they're off by quite a bit. So that is the dimensions of the MCM Anya. Now, the interior of this bag, up to the side for later. The interior of this bag, you do not have any options. So with the Louis Vuitton, you actually have options on what kind of interior you would like your bag to have. But on this one, this is, what is that? A tea bag. This is the standard pattern on the interior of the bag, and it is also the only color that is available if you choose to go with this one. Now, if you choose to go with the black one or the white one, then the gingham print on the inside is cream colored with black. So it's the same pattern, and so you either get cream colored with brown or you get cream colored with black. So that's what the inside looks like. There is not a zipper compartment on the interior of this bag whatsoever, and there also is not a D-ring. So I feel like that is a negative for this bag. I like to have a D-ring on the interior of my bag so I can easily find my keys or, you know, anything else that I want to hook to it. I like having a D-ring, and I'm used to my bags having D-rings. So this one not having one was a real pain in my neck, and because, I mean, as you saw, it's a huge bottomless pit. I mean, this bag is enormous. Now, this one does have a top zip closure, which the Louis Vuitton does not have. So this is what the top of the zipper looks like, or the top of the bag looks like, and this is the zippered closure. So it closes up pretty much all the way with the exception of these small little openings at either end, and nobody's going to be able to see inside there and see what's in your bag, and they definitely aren't going to be able to reach their hand in there. So this bag does offer security, whereas the Neverfull doesn't have as much security. You can still make the Neverfull a secure bag despite what others say, but it's not going to be as secure as a zipper. So this one does offer a zipper, whereas the Neverfull does not. So that is a plus for this one, in my opinion, if you are, you know, wanting more security for your bag. Honestly, I think if you're carrying around a tote, you're not all that worried about security in the first place. I mean, totes are normally open. And I'm not going to lie, when I carried this one, I carried it for about 5 months straight. And when I carried this one, I never, ever zipped it. Ever. I don't remember zipping it one time. So, yeah, I mean, you know, that's that. So, the exterior of this bag, I forgot to mention, the straps are treated cowhide leather. So, the straps are leather, the trim is leather, and then the feet on the bottom are leather. This is something else that the MCM Anya tote has that the Neverfull does not have. It does not have feet on the bottom like this. Now, whether you want to actually call these feet or not, I kind of think they're pointless because look at how flat they are. Like, seriously, that's not going to hold your bag up off of any surface at all. They're useless. But they're there all the same. So it has feet, whereas the Neverfull does not offer that. So the exterior of this bag, you can get it in several different options. There's all kinds of colors. There's this color, there's black, there's pink, there's white. They have this color with like a Hawaiian print on it. They have this color with like a big rabbit on it. They have it in their version of the Empreinte, which is basically like a solid leather, and then it has the MCM logo blind imprinted all over the bag. It's nice, but I actually like Louis Vuitton's version of that better because I just feel like this logo looks better when you can actually make out what it is. So I like this better on canvas. But yeah, so that is the exterior of this bag. Let's see. This bag does come with a pochette, and I'm going to show that to you now. So this is the pochette that the MCM Anya Top Zip Shopper comes with. Excuse me. It has a leather zipper pull, and it has the gold rings on it right here, and they are 24 karat gold plated. Everything is 24 karat gold plated. So it has the little wrist strap, and on the interior it has the same print that the interior of the tote has. Now, if you'll notice, this pochette does not have the little slip pocket like the pochette on the Neverfull has. So this is just simply an open compartment here. Now, one thing that I can mention is that it is wider than the pochette on the Neverfull. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Neverfull pochette so I can compare them. Look at this. So this is the Neverfull pochette, and this one is the MCM Anya. And so there is quite a bit of difference there. This is like 4 times wider than this. This is just like seriously paper thin. Look at that. It's so thin. Like it's There's no width to speak of whatsoever. It's so thin. And then this one is substantially thicker than the Pushit on the Neverfull. They are, however, the same size. So, approximately the same size. Maybe the MCM one is a hair larger, but for the most part, they're about the same size. It's just that this one is thicker. And so, the other thing that I think makes this Pushit better than the Pushit on the Neverfull is that this little strap can actually be put on this end, and it can be used as a little shoulder bag. So you can put this on your shoulder, and you can use it that way. I really like that feature, and I actually like it better like this, because when you have this as a wristlet, I feel like they did not design this correctly, because look at how long this piece is right here. Like, they extended the zipper so far out, and then this attaches down here. So I feel like that looks funny. Look at that. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So for me, I think this just looks weird when you're carrying it as a wristlet. I don't know. I don't like the way they had this hanging down like that. I really wish that they would have had like another D-ring right here and let you attach it there, so it would have been closer to the bag, but this just looks awkward. It makes it too long. Too long. And then like with the Louis Vuitton, it's perfect. Like, the little D-ring is right here. You just put it on your wrist. It's nice and short, and there you go. So it's not like hanging all the way up here because you have this huge, long, unnecessary zipper tab on the end. So I kind of like the way they did this better. So I feel like in terms of wristlets, the Neverfull wins in that category. But the fact that this is convertible and can be made into a little shoulder clutch, I feel like gives this one an edge or a leg up on the Neverfull Pushit. So that is it for the Pushit on the MCM. Now, something else with the Anya is you cannot change the shape of this bag. So the shape that it is the shape that it's going to stay. So it doesn't have cinch straps. You can't change the shape of it, which, is fine because, basically the cinch straps are on the Neverfull, I think, to, maybe make it a more secure bag so that you can cinch the sides in and you are closing up, how large the opening is and the ability for someone to reach in there and get something out of your bag. So this one does not have cinch straps, but that's okay. And again, it's not a reversible bag like they say it is. So if you are actually looking at the website, do not go by their dimensions because their dimensions are incorrect. Unless they are making them different now and they are making them smaller. But this is the newer model Anya Shopper because I only got this about 6 or 7 months ago, and this one is the upgraded version because it used to look different. It used to be taller, and they used to have really super long straps. Oh, okay, and talking about straps. So the strap drop on this is about, let me get my ruler out here. The strap drop is about 7 inches. So this is about a 7-inch strap drop, and it is longer than the Louis Vuittons. So I'll measure the Louis Vuittons here in a second. But this is a really nice strap drop. Like, it's easy to put on your shoulder and take off, and it doesn't get caught on your elbow. If you hear yelling in the background, that's my son playing Fortnite on the PS4. That game, I swear. Anyway, so this one is very easy to put on and take off. No problem. Okay, so now let's move on to the Louis Vuitton. Okay, so I did not take my things out of the Louis Vuitton because I wanted to show you how all of these things, okay, so it's pretty full. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff in there. It's pretty packed. I still have a lot more room, but it's pretty packed. I wanted to show you what these same items look like when they're inside the Anya. And so you can see how much more room the Anya has than the Neverfull. Now, on the website, the Neverfull's measurements are pretty spot on. I mean, they have it down pretty good. So what measurements they say, that is the size of the bag. So let's start with the exterior. So, of course, as we all know, the Neverfull is, the canvas is triple coated, so it has 3 coats over the canvas. And this particular one has the treated leather straps, and they are cowhide leather, just like the MCM. Now, if you choose to get the monogram or the damier azur, then you're going to have untreated leather straps, and Louis Vuitton calls it vachetta. And you have to be really careful with those, because if you get water spots on them, then it's going to show. They don't come out until the straps start to really patina, and then it kind of evens itself out over time. But until then, you have a spotted strap, and that would annoy me. So I had the monogram, and I traded it in for this one because my monogram was defective. So anyway, the other thing that is different, and I didn't mention it on the Anya, is this is one piece of canvas. So the interior of this bag, okay, let me use this side as an example. So the back side of this bag, the interior, this is literally the back side of this canvas. So this is one piece of canvas. On the MCM tote, it actually has an additional piece of canvas. So this canvas is not attached to the back side of this. This is an additional piece of canvas. So the back side of this canvas is probably unfinished and doesn't have any kind of covering on it, whereas, I don't know. But this is an additional piece. You can feel that there's some separation there. So yeah, I forgot to mention that, but I'm glad I remembered. Anyway, so back to my little baby here. Okay, so the dimensions on this bag are 12.6 inches long, and that is from the base, from piping to piping. So 12.6 inches long. Across the top, it is actually like 17 inches. So it's the same as far as the width of the opening as the Anya. They're both 17 inches across. And then the height is it's actually 11.2 inches, but the website says 11.4. But I mean, what's too little, millimeters, centimeters? Anyway, so, and then the width of it is 6.7 inches. So it's a little tiny bit wider. It's 0.7 of an inch wider than the MCM Anya tote is. So really not much, not enough to really speak of. So yeah. So those are the dimensions of the bag. This one, as I mentioned earlier, does not have a zipper closure. Instead, it has a clasp. So you can see the little clasp there. And then the other side is over here. There's the other side. And then they just clasp together like that. And so that's really the only closure that this bag has to speak of. And then you also can cinch in the sides with these cinch straps. You can change the shape of the bag. You can push these in, which I'm not going to do because I don't want to really wrinkle up my trim prematurely, and I never plan on using it that way. I don't like the way this particular bag looks cinched in, not this size. So I'll never cinch it in, but you can cinch them in, and then when you have it on your shoulder and they're cinched in and you're carrying it, there's really no way anyone is going to get into this bag. I mean, they would have to literally like move your arm out of the way and try to dig into your bag. So, you know, when people say that the Neverfull is not a secure bag, it can be. It's not, you know, always a secure bag, because when you set it down, it's open. You know, and unlike the MCM, it doesn't have a zipper where you can close it up and nobody can see inside your bag. But, you know, if you're in a situation where you need it to be secure, it can be. So, okay. So this particular bag comes in 3 different sizes. It comes in the PM, which in my opinion is useless. It looks like a luxury lunch bag. The MM, and then the GM, which is enormous. The GM is a great bag, and I really was going to get the GM until I saw how huge it looked on me, and it looked like I could sit inside of it. It was just really big. So for me, the GM would not be a good everyday bag, but it would be a great carry-on bag, or, you know, like a weekender or something like that. So this one does come in 3 sizes, and the Anya only comes in 2 sizes. It comes in a PM, and then it comes in this medium size. So, or it comes in a mini. I said PM. It comes in a mini, and then it comes in this size, and the mini is really mini. So, again, in my opinion, not worth purchasing if you're purchasing it as a tote, because, I mean, to me, a tote needs to be a certain size, and those are just super small. So, anyway, so this one has the gold toned hardware. It is not 24 karat plated like the MCM, and also on the Louis Vuitton, every piece of hardware, with the exception of the D-rings, says Louis Vuitton on it. Now, the MCM bags, the Anya does not, but I know the Liz Shopper has MCM on almost all of the pieces of hardware. So just depending on what bag you pick up from MCM, that's going to determine whether it has the logo name on, or the brand name, not the logo name, on each piece of the hardware, because like I said, this one doesn't have it, but the Liz Shopper does. So anyway, okay, so now the next thing I want to talk about is the cost, the difference in cost. So there is a huge difference in price. This particular bag is currently retailing for $1,320 US. So with tax, it comes to a little over $1,400, and that is a pretty big chunk of change for a canvas tote. But obviously, I thought it was worth it, so because I paid for it. But that's a huge cost. Whereas the MCM Anya is only $690. This bag is literally less than half the cost of the Louis Vuitton bag. And so, with that being said, the next thing I want to talk about is quality control. So this bag costs, let's just say, half the price of the Louis Vuitton Neverfull. So does that make this bag not as good? Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, I feel like the quality control for MCM is leaps and bounds better than the quality control for Louis Vuitton at the moment. And from all the YouTube videos I've watched, and some of them date back years and years, it seems like Louis Vuitton's been having quality control issues for quite a while. So I can safely say that if you walk into an MCM store and you pick up an MCM bag, you can bet your ass that there is not going to be anything wrong with the stitching. There's not going to be anything wrong with the canvas. There isn't going to be anything wrong with anything on it, because their quality control is impeccable. I mean, this is my 3rd or 4th MCM bag, and I've never, ever, ever one time had a quality control issue. Now, I have returned MCM bags before, but it wasn't because of a defect in the bag. It was just because I changed my mind. And so MCM's quality is amazing. They're very well made. They're very durable. They are also handmade bags. These bags are made in Korea, Germany, and Italy. Those are the three places where these bags are made. Most of the time, if you are in the United States, you are going to get one that is made in Korea. Now, some of their bags that are leather are, you have a bigger chance of getting one made in Italy if you get one of their leather bags. But if you're getting a canvas bag that is in the Vassettos, then chances are it's going to be made in Korea. These are hugely popular in Korea. They're really popular with the Korean pop crowd and the urban crowd, and they are gaining popularity. I am seeing, more people carrying this bag than I used to. I mean, before I used to never see anybody, and I would carry mine, and literally nobody else would have one. And so I kind of think that that is a plus because, with the Neverfull, everybody's carrying this bag. I mean, I still like it. It's not going to stop me from carrying it because I feel like I bring, my own style to it, and I don't care if someone else is carrying it. You know what? More power to her. But when you carry this one, you can rest assured that other people are not going to be, you're not going to see someone carrying it every time you turn around like you are with the Neverfull. I mean, no matter where you go, you see at least one woman carrying a Neverfull bag. And most of the time, it's this print. So, so that's one of the pros, I feel like, to this brand is that it's not so saturated in the market now that everybody has one. They are gaining in popularity, so I think that, they are on the rise, and I think you will probably start seeing more and more women carrying them. So, I think they're great bags. So, the question is, if I had to choose between these two bags, which one would I choose? That is a really, really difficult question to answer. So I would have to say, if I was going by aesthetics purely, I would probably choose the Louis Vuitton because I just have always loved the way the Louis Vuitton bags have looked. I love the print on their canvas. I just love the way Louis Vuitton looks. Now, that's not saying I don't love the way this bag looks because I also love the MCM logo. I mean, I love that it has the laurel leaves on it, which are the Greek symbol for victory. I think it's a beautiful bag as well. But aesthetically, I would probably choose the Louis Vuitton. If I was looking for a bag to carry for status, I would probably pick the Louis Vuitton because it just kind of speaks more to, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. They cost more. So when, someone sees someone carrying a Louis Vuitton bag, they're like, oh, she paid a lot of money for that bag. So if that was the reason I was carrying it, then I would probably pick the Louis Vuitton. It's not the reason I'm carrying it because honestly, I don't care what bag I carry as long as I like it. I have a shit ton of Michael Kors bags that I absolutely love and that I think are made just as well, if not better, than my Louis Vuitton. But I'm just saying, for the purpose of this video. Now, if I was going by quality, if I had to choose by quality, hands down, I'd choose that fast, this bag right here. I would choose MCM all day long, all night long, because their quality is leaps and bounds above Louis Vuitton. And I hate to say it. No, actually, I don't hate to say it because they earned it. I mean, they are well-made bags. You are getting your money's worth when you buy these bags. I think Louis Vuitton bags are overpriced. I think you're paying for the name, obviously, but I still love them, So I guess, I would have my reasons for choosing each bag, If I wanted to go by looks, I would probably choose this one. And if I wanted to go by quality, I would definitely choose this one. So, I hope this video helped you if you are trying to decide between these two bags, or if you want to get both of them and you just wanted to know a little bit more about each one, then, I hope this helped you out. I think I said I was going to show you how the stuff in this bag fits in the MCM bag. Do y'all even want to see that? I'll show it. If you don't want to see it, you can go ahead and stop the video now. But, okay, so this is what all of the things inside here look like. It's pretty full. And I'm just going to transfer them over into the MCM bag so you can see if it looks like it fits any better in here, or if there's more room, or if there's less room. I feel like comparatively, they're both probably about the same size, honestly. I don't have a whole lot of stuff in here, but I do have enough. I have a few pouches. So, yeah, I feel like the MCM bag has a lot more room than the Neverfull. Okay, and my charger. And then we'll go ahead and just add this pochette in there because the Louis Vuitton has its pochette in there. So this is what it looks like inside of the MCM tote. It looks like there's a lot more room in here. Like they're not stuffed in there so tight that they don't move, like you can see. And over here on this corner, you can see it is completely empty over here in this far corner. So the MCM Anya tote is a considerable amount larger than the than the Neverfull bag. So the MCM Anya is larger than, I just kind of threw it, is bigger than the Neverfull. So anyway, okay, so I hope this video helped you out. If you liked it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you have any questions or comments that you'd like to make. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the notification bell so when I upload new videos, you'll be able to be notified. Hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you later. Bye.